Greetings diecast racing fans, Sharky here, and today we're going to talk about the Vulcan Raceway fleet, show you pretty much everything I've got with a few exceptions. I'm not going to talk about vehicles that are entered in the upcoming A11 Outlaws, and I'm also not going to talk about our first sponsor. That will come in a separate video, or possibly at the start of the next video to do with the truck competition. So I picked this garage up a little while ago. The ramps have been painted from the bright colour they were to a nice black, and this is going to form the backdrop for Vulcan Raceway. This is going to be the administration building, and up here will be the position where the commentators will sit, as it will give them a view over the whole of the track to commentate on what's going on. I'm going to talk about a few of the vehicles and things you see. You've seen this in a few videos. This isn't actually an aircraft that flew out of RAF Watton or USAF Watton back in the day, but it's there to represent the history of the past. I haven't got the Vulcan model out today. You've seen that in some videos. You're not likely to see these two much anymore. These two and this one are original toys of mine from when I was a child, back in the late 70s into the 80s. This is my Knight Rider, and these two were part of my Dukes of Hazzard and Smoking the Bandit. The F1 cars again are my original models, including that one that I have some personal links to through work I did for Pearl Assurance and winning a day out with Eddie Jordan and the team. A couple of circle trackers, which I'm going to do something along those lines in the future with the NASCAR. I recently picked up this guy. Because getting hold of figures to put beside things is a little difficult. He's not to scale. I did order some figures, but the order got misplaced. I got the wrong thing through, so I'm now trying to sort out finding somewhere else to find the actual figures I wanted. But he's there. That. Let's talk a little bit about these. Several of these are my original vehicles. They're also vehicles that I have a degree of love for, more the front ones than the rest. Anybody who knows me knows that my favourite vehicle is the AC Cobra. This is one of the older castings with the opening bonnet. And obviously I managed to pick up a Daytona version as well. I have got newer castings of these, which you'll see in a little while. I'll talk about this is one of my originals that came with tokens from the filling station. It's a Corgi Jaguar, and this car is the one that tends to represent the track owner's vehicle at the racing. Picked up this one because I thought it was really nice, an old collection one. Let's turn it over the other way. Hopefully you can read all of this. So this is a Ford Group 6, number 45. This is older than I am. Obviously unlikely to see it ever race, but it's just such a beautiful one that I want to put it on show. This one, unfortunately, as a child, I chose to repaint and probably needs stripping down. It's Alfa Romeo Coupe 33. Has a opening rear. In modern cars, well, everybody knows I love blue, and this one just called out to me. 65 Mustang Fastback. You'll see butanes about somewhere, which you'll see a bit later on. Shelby 500 Cobra. The Mustangs, something I quite like. A few other older ones that I've picked up more recently there. Now this one is one of my original ones from as a child. Matchbacks CJ Jeep, 1977. This guy, unless I have a specific reason, you won't see him racing, but see him around the track. Just love the whole Superman theming and look. And I also, in one of the things that I picked up, because I've been picking up track, picked up some vehicles, and this one was with it. Model T Ford. Let's see. Oh, sorry, Model A Ford. 1979. It was the casting. I don't know when that was actually made, but if you look at the thing, you'll be able to look that one up. As I said, this is going to be quite a long video. Want to talk over things because it's interesting, and I know some people like the history of the vehicles. This one came with one of the sets that I bought a long time ago to entertain my son with. Love you, Kai. Miss you, Kai. The Governor, 2003. Again, maybe would suit for A11 Outlaws, but as I tend to stick to most of my racing to real casts or hot rodded versions of real casts. Again, one of my paint jobs. This one was the Polo one from Corgi, the Polo Porsche. You can just about see some of the Polo logo under the front there, that came with tokens from the petrol station. Picked this one up at the time of the 2012 Olympics. It's a Corgi, London Taxi. So again, I think it fits in. Unlikely to see it racing. It's not going to do very well on those thin wheels anyway, I wouldn't have thought. A few other strange casts that you might see about. Joker. So Fine. Picked up Optimus. You may see him racing because I just think it'd be funny to send him down the track. It has, so it will stand up if you get it right. Datsun, I think. again an older one. Interesting wheels. Thought that was quite interesting. As a child I had a blue one of these. I haven't managed to get to my mother's home and get up in the roof and pick up my blue one, but I did manage to pick up this Matchbox red one, Ford RS200. Right, I'm going to have to get a move on because otherwise things are going to get really, really long and I've got a lot to cover. This is our recovery fleet, the 3 vehicles, transportation and 2. This one's one of the old Corgi box ones. That one I actually have the box for. Came like this. So this one, this one, this one, this one, they all came in this style, and I got them from the police car and the this one I picked up more recently, but the originals I got with tokens from the local filling station back in the day. You won't have seen this one before. It's one of my older models, again picked up more recently, but I thought that's great for gritting and clearing the tracks. This one was a gift to me from Thomas, because he didn't want it anymore, and I thought that might come from the rallying, but in the meantime it can go as part of the site safety team, with the 2 new 2 safety vehicles or rescue vehicles. Our fire team, Teamsters, really like their vehicles. Like the fact with Teamsters you can, I don't know whether you can see in there, but the chassis screws onto the body, so you can unscrew it, so they're great for modifying. Thinking about doing a Teamsters tournament next year. The first aid team, again Teamsters, that one is, and this one obviously is one of the relatively new paramedic vehicles, Ford Transit. Police team, Rover SD1, 2 Subarus. Anybody watch Hot Fuzz? Enjoy Hot Fuzz? Yeah. This one came in a pack. Obviously it's not British livered, but having 2 of those I thought was quite cool. And these are 2 other vehicles on loan and the helicopter. So that finishes this segment. I've got a lot more to talk over. We're at 13 minutes already. This is going to be a long video, but I want to put it up because it's going to give an update for people, and we'll talk more in a second. In an effort to not bore you all silly, I'm going to break this up into multiple parts, I've decided. But before I can close out today's episode, I just want to talk about this. I have got a new start gate set up. We're only going to be using 2 lanes predominantly for everything that I've got planned. And you notice here some more of the Teamsters vehicles. Teamsters are not accurate casts, but they're sort of accurate. They're not named, they're not licensed. But again, you can see they've got the screws underneath. Although Teamsters is HTI, which is a British company. For instance, this one actually is fully branded up there. Those are older ones. See the Teamsters there, the screw system. I am thinking about doing a custom competition next year, where the stipulation is that all of the casts, so all of the bodies, need to be Teamsters, which comes under a couple of other things: Carousel, Chad Valley, some of the own brand Adventure Force in America, all the ones with the screws underneath, and have that as a sending competition, which we will have. Not sure what track. By then we should have the downhill track sorted out. So this concludes today's section of the video. Oh, and I've also got, I'm told there is something new and interesting coming for Christmas. which is a 2-lane finish gate, which you'll see probably for the end of the truck tournament. That concludes today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope I've not bored you too much. Part 2 will be coming up with more of the fleet. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your feelings, let me know what you like, let me know what you don't like, and I'll catch you all soon.